Guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day wherever you are. I hope you guys are enjoying a bit better weather than I am too. Just been gray and cold. We've got that crazy North Carolina weather where we have all 4 seasons in 1 week. So right now we've got winter going on right now, even though it's supposed to be springtime. But anyway, let's get right into the topic of today's video. So today I'm going to show you how to do the coolant bleed procedure on your BMW. Now this basically is going to be true for any BMW from around this time period that uses the electric water pumps. These cars have electric water pumps, and there are benefits to having an electric water pump, such as being able to do a coolant bleed procedure with the car off, not having to actually, do any kind of real work at all involved in this process. But their downsides to the electric water pump are the fact that they just fail without warning. They're known to fail prematurely compared to mechanical ones. There's just a lot of issues with BMW's cooling systems. In fact, if you want to check out a video about all the major issues with BMW's cooling systems, I have one, and I'll go ahead and card that for you right here. But as far as actually bleeding the coolant procedure, why would you actually need to do this? For instance, any way that air could possibly be introduced to the system. So perhaps you change the fluid, or like in my case when I did my oil filter housing gasket, the cooling system is exposed to air, and you'll want to go ahead and bleed the coolant just to make sure there's no air in the system, to make sure your car is being cooled to the best of the system's ability. Like I said, bleeding the procedure is extremely easy, so you're going to go ahead and take your key, insert it in, but instead of actually turning on the car, you're just going to put on your auxiliary settings. So, you're going to have this dinging like you're hearing right now. So you're going to want to have your heat on to 84 degrees, the highest setting it goes to. So if your car goes above this, then put it on whatever that is. And then you're going to want to have the fan on the lowest setting. So you don't want it off. You want it right there. So in this car it's 1. And then all you're going to do is the same thing as like the adaptive transmission reset. You're going to go ahead and push down on the accelerator. Now if you have any issues about your BMW's battery, I would not advise doing this without a charger. So I actually ran the procedure recently. I don't want to run it right now, so I went ahead and took my foot off of the accelerator. But what you will hear is, once you're running this, you'll hear the electric water pump kick in. And if you want to be sure that the procedure is actually initialized, go ahead and pop your hood, and you're going to go over to the coolant expansion tank and just listen for fluid running through it. Now this also is a great test to see if you think your water pump has gone bad for whatever reason. Maybe your fan is running constantly, or you've got it in some kind of high temperature warning. To go ahead and test your water pump, you would do the same procedure. If the water pump is gone, then you're not going to get any response, or you're going to get a very weak response from it. But if the pump is actually fine, then it's going to run, and you're going to know that you need to look elsewhere in your cooling system to figure out what the problem is. So it's a test for the water pump, and it also doubles as a bleeding procedure. So this is a great feature that these cars have. I'm really not a fan of the electric water pump, but this is something that is a great benefit to it. So they do know what they're doing when they do this. It's just sometimes, in the case of the electric water pump, I don't feel that the benefits afforded to us by being able to run a bleed procedure with the car off, things like that, reduced engine load and stuff, really outweigh the, what you lose by getting rid of the mechanical pump. So, that's just my 2 cents on it. Anyway, guys, this is something you'll definitely want to do every time you possibly introduce air to your cooling system. So every owner should know how to do this. It's incredibly easy. You don't even need to pop the hood. The only reason you would do so is just to make sure the process is actually working. But yeah, guys, leave this video a big thumbs up for me. It really helps the channel out a lot. A comment below any questions you might have, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.